today I will be talking about childhood obesity and how it primarily affects the Rio Grande Valley. I strive to bring awareness to childhood obesity, and hopefully with my awareness we can decrease the numbers of it. According to the Center of Disease Control, the numbers of pediatric obesity have doubled since the 1970s in the United States alone. And according to another study that takes children from ages 6 to 19 from 2016, it is shown that 1 in 5 children are obese or overweight. McAllen, Edinburgh, and Mission are all cities of the Rio Grande Valley, and these cities were ranked #1 as the fattest cities in the United States of America, according to Wallet Hub. Even though obesity has had some light shed on it, it's important and unfortunate to note that it's most prevalent in Hispanic and Latino heritages and communities. As someone who has struggled with my weight since childhood and was previously considered obese, I recently took matters into my own hands and lost 35 pounds by researching my health and seeing what can be done on it. Childhood obesity is something that continuously grows, and it's growing. While it's growing, we continue to pay a blind eye to it. I propose that we take stronger measures in teaching not only children but adults, who are the role models for these children, and teaching the adults that it's okay to be healthier and more nutritious, and hopefully have them enjoy that transition from junk food and unhealthy food to healthier options and more nutritious options. The biggest issue with obesity is that the numbers are rising quickly and immensely. Obesity is an issue in the United States of America. 17% of adolescents are affected by obesity. And this percentage has tripled since one generation ago. According to the National Institute of Health, 32% of children are likely to be obese or overweight. Pediatric obesity affects our local area, the Rio Grande Valley. A study from the Valley Morning Star showed that the rate of childhood obesity is at 38.5%. This is occurring even with some awareness of obesity going around. This could be due to the traditional cooking of Hispanic and Latino plates. We use ingredients that aren't that healthy, and we also tend to buy our children food instead of cooking for them at home and making a healthier meal. According to the Chicago Tribune, it was recorded that Texans eat out at least 6 times a week, so that's almost every day out of the week. Even with all these statistics being shown to the public and being recorded, it's reasonable to note that people aren't learning about this and people aren't doing their research on it. As obesity can lead to more than just these typical consequences, and the citizens of the Rio Grande Valley aren't aware of that. The next part of the problem is that these children are at risk for so much more than what is being brought up to attention. Children who are obese are more likely to carry this obesity into adulthood, and that's where it becomes more severe. When you're obese as an adult, you're more likely to have risk. Your risks are increased for diabetes, heart disease, and a variety of other chronic illnesses. Not only does obesity affect children on a physical aspect, but it also affects them on an emotional aspect too. These children are affected in their self-esteem and their self-image of themselves. And this affects their emotional stability a lot. And if this progresses into adulthood, their emotional health can become more severe, like in terms of negativity. As numbers continue to grow, it's obvious that we desperately need a solution. My solution for this issue is that we educate not only children but adults as well, because adults are the ones that are like the main key factor in a child's lifestyle. Parents are the ones that can control what goes into their child's mouths. Nutritional programs are becoming more apparent, and they're helping parents combat childhood obesity. Putting out more awareness for adults can hopefully educate them and lower the amounts of unhealthy habits that we have. And instead of just regulating fats and sugars, we as citizens should take more measures into educating ourselves and trying to find out how we can live healthier and more nutritional lifestyles. There should be programs being pressed around children being pressed around adults instead of just children at their schools. The Robert Johnson Foundation pledged $500 million in order to help fight obesity. As stated before, Texans eat out 6 times a week. Parents hold the power for their families to make that decision of going out to eat. And if we educate them in teaching them how to make better meals and cook healthier meals, maybe they'll actually do it if they actually know how. Better education on nutrition has a much more effect than it may seem. Thanks to a physician who addressed my weight issues and was pushing me to take matters into my own hands and research, I was able to turn myself around and find out that my weight issues was actually linked to my other health issues, my polycystic ovarian syndrome and my history of kidney stones. To conclude, pediatric obesity continues to be a problem. At the apparent rate that we're going, 1/2 of our population will be obese by the time we hit 2030, even with the current awareness that's being spread around. In light of this growing endemic in the United States and the Rio Grande Valley, I ask that awareness and more attention be brought to pediatric obesity, especially in educating adults, just as much as we are doing with our children. As these adults are the primary decision makers for the children, and they continue to be the primary decision makers for a large portion of their child's life until they reach the age 18, basically. By shedding more light, hopefully we can decrease the number of pediatric obesity in the Valley and in the United States. As the previous First Lady Michelle Obama once said, child hunger and child obesity are really just 2 sides of the same coin. Both rob our children of the energy, stamina, and strength that they need in school and in life. And that in turn robs our country of much more of their promise. Thank you.